Hey guys, it's Lazy, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about my destructive play and mercenary strats for the early game in 3.29, and I will also provide you informations on how I plan to progress my early game Atlas. In the end game, the Atlas system is split into 4 quadrants, and each quadrant will grant you 1 voice zone. The best way to do it is to go clockwise, going with the bottom left quadrant to get your Eldritch Voice Stone, into the top left to get Originator Voice Stone, into the top right for Decay Voice Stone, and finally Ceremonial Voice Stone for the bottom right. The reason why we are doing this is because Eldritch Voice Stone provide the best value early game with the Exarch Altar, and also have 2 of the easier boss to kill in the game. And then we can get Originator Voice Stone to get Astral Lip drops and exceptional support gems. And after that we get Decay Voice Stone, and then finally Maven or Ceremonial Voice Stone is usually harder to get, so that is the recommended order. To understand why we are rushing a quadrant, you have to understand how to progress in this game. Map completion in PoE 1 has become a lot easier to understand. Map is divided into white, yellow, and red map. In order to complete those maps, you need to kill the boss, while the map is magic for white map, rare for yellow maps, and red and corrupted for red map. And you can also use transmutation, recall, and corrupted the map for easier red map to complete. So map is separate into tier, and you only need to run the highest tier map that will drop to you, and usually in the early progressions, bosses usually should drop maps. You want to press 1 quadrant first to get to T16 as soon as possible. That way you have access to T16 map, and by using the T16 map that you drop here, you can progress through all the other quadrant while running T16 map. And you can also get map completions by running the magic maps for white, rare maps for the yellow map, and also red and corrupted for the red map. So that is why we kind of tie our early game strats to getting Eldritch Voice Stone first, because this provide enhance our Exarch and Eater altars, and for any early game strats, Exarch altar is very strong in giving you bubble dumps and currency in the early game. Kira is a great source of map sustain in the early game. In case you get stuck, you can talk to him, purchase up to the tier map that you have completed on your Atlas. You can also sell 3 to 1 lower tier map to get 1 higher tier maps. That way, when you get to red map, you can actually sustain and move up in tier in case you get unlucky and you don't drop higher tier maps. Let's talk about my early game Atlas skill tree. And as per usual, for early game, all you care about is moving up in tier, so it's map sustain and map drops higher tier. So you want to go straight for these point right here. Actually, there's 3: shaping the sky, shaping the wall, and shaping the mountains. I'm heading straight down the middle because I want to rush to Unwavering Vision. So at this point, we'll go down here, and then we'll head straight for Unwavering Visions, which is gonna give you 20 extra points. And at this point, you have enough point to put the rest of the point into these map sustain nodes. And this is going to be your base Atlas skill trees to help you sustain and move up and progress in tier. At this point, when you have all these points allocated, usually you get into a map and you want to rush to the boss ASAP to kill the boss and hopefully get a map and move up in tier. So in saying that, you have 2 options to go from here. Either you go for Searing Exarch or Eater, or you can also go for Destructive Play. What I like to do at this point is actually take all these chance to drop boss map, because they usually sell pretty well in the early game. And also I get map sustain as well. If you don't know, they kind of change it so you can use boss map on the normal map as well and progress, right? Unless it's like Shape by Guardians, but Conquer maps is pretty good. And then this is gonna be the base with Destructive Play, which is something I plan to do early on. Now lastly, I run Blight, but I don't think it was that good. Also they get nerfed, the monster get nerfed a little bit, so that's not something I plan to do here. Usually I run Destructive Play with Betrayals, And Betrayals is a very good mechanics early on that does not require Scarab. But this league they got nerfed heavily actually. The Allflame is now removed. So the only jackpot drop you can get from Betrayals is the medallion and also EXP from the Betrayals Master. So there are two options. I think that is very strong. The first one is Abyss, which they kind of rework. So they probably gonna spawn monsters and stuff like that. But again, we don't know. But the second option that I'm going for is Mercenary actually. So if you don't know, Mercenary is now back, and you can fight them in your map if you have the points to spawn them. They comes with items and they come with currency, and these items and currency can be very good. You have potential for Divine Orb, you have potential to get T0 unique items, which can be Headhunter or Mage Blood. Of course, you have to put point into the tree, so I'm going straight to put point in to increase my chance to get Mercenary in map. So we're just gonna get these points here, and then we'll go here to get more points for a chance for them to be in maps, and then we'll head over here. There's 2 points over here, which 4 points actually, to make them have more chance to be infamous. And infamous Mercenary have more chance to spawn Divine Orb, higher tier currency, higher tier unique item as well, so more chance for Divine Orb, more chance for T0 unique. So this is what you want to grab early on, and then you also can go down here as well to get items, more items from Mercenary. Like, we are not sure what items they're gonna be wearing, but if they're good, then this is gonna be a pretty good note. And then you can also get point in here to have Mercenary have more chance to get unique item, which can be good as well. And at this point, your atlas is kind of complete. We also get a new coin here, if you don't know. Outer Prophecy give you 4% chance to drop a Scrying Orb, and I think it's free money. Technically, you could grab this early as well, anytime that you get to T15 or T14 map. Here it say T14 map plus, so anytime that you are running a higher tier than tier 14 map, you should be picking these point ups. And yeah, this is about 100 points or like 80 points, so it's gonna be like my very first Atlas tree. So yeah, that is going to be my plan for early game. I plan to get my full Void Stone as soon as possible, or at least get carry for the ceremonial Void Stone. Make sure you do that if you want to run Destructive play, because the boss have a chance to drop Maven Chisel. I'll be listing on my Codot Elementalist Wintertide brand, and yeah, hopefully this video helped you kind of plan out your early game. And thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.